Hello there everyone and welcome back. There are some new changes on the horizon, therefore I got myself a brand new PC and here's hoping everything's going to run a lot more better. At the very least the detail and fidelity is going to be a lot higher there, although with all these mods running in the background my frame rate, at least on the Avenger, is not quite the best there, so I'm going to leave at 30 frames for the recording just to make my life a lot more simpler and hopefully it won't be that jarring for everyone. But we're still going to get a bit of slowdown on the geoscape when I try and deploy for my other missions, so things are still going to look the same there. Here's hoping the missions themselves are going to look a lot better though. They're going to run a lot smoother, even with the 30 frames, and of course a lot better fidelity. And we have ourselves another supply drop, or supply raid to benefit off of, quite frankly, for I got what, 70 elerium in the last episode, and now we're going to get more. There is but one catch I was not aware of at the end of the last episode. I am only allowed to field sergeants or lower for this mission, and the reason that's going to be a problem is I don't have any specialists that are actually sergeant rank. The only one I have that is available is currently on the cover-up mission, so if I had knew this low profile was going to hit me there on the supply rate, I probably could have waited the additional 30 hours, I think, before my two sergeants, Lewis and Marcus, are back up and available to kind of lead this mission, because otherwise I have no one with bonds to take full advantage of. But I do still have a roster available here, so let's have a look at them. We got Peacekeeper back. It has been forever since I last used him, and that's kind of a crying shame, isn't it? Because he had performed well as like a melee specialist there, and with Shadow Strike and Shadow Step he can still do a lot of work there. I'm just really sad that I could not get the 10 ability points I want to give Reinhardt here, who I'm also bringing on this mission, Adaptive Aim. Sure, he's got Bulwark there to be like a very resilient shield, but Adaptive Aim would have been amazing for whenever I do overdrive on him there, so that way he's not getting the aim penalty for every regular shot I do of him. So I'm going to have to get creative with how I get the most out of his overdrive turns. Then otherwise, we just got a bunch of new soldiers that we're not quite familiar with, aside for Sunder, who's back to kind of lead the roster, I suppose. And she technically does have enough ability points for extra upgrades. I don't think it's warranted, because I fear I'm not going to use these soldiers anymore outside of missions like this, so it doesn't feel justified for that matter. But we are bringing our new Psi Operative, let's see, Viper, who's not going to be nearly as potent as my other Psi Operatives, let's not kid ourselves, but it's still going to be really damn useful with Aspire, with Solus for the possible Priest, and of course Insanity might have some good effects too. Her Psi is barely noticeable though. She's only got 9 Psi after what, 2 upgrades is it? Let me have a look. She is a Disciple. I think she's a Disciple. It's really hard to say with how this functions anyway, so I'm not really certain, to be honest, what rank. Oh, it says up here she's an Adept, so she's only got like 2 promotions on her, so having like 9 Psi when she starts with 50 is not really a good omen for her as far as when she gets up to a Magi. But still, she's going to be invaluable, especially with Smoke Grenade and the Fest here is to try and keep her from being wounded, so that way at least we can benefit off of not having her get, well, keep her train going for the possible later situation, but she fits nicely. We got Rife here, we got Anne Rife for one of our specialists, and we got Tasia for our second one. Unfortunately, like I said before, I have no sergeant specialists, so we got squaddies who are not even trained. They do not have medical protocol for the convenient heal, and they sure as hell don't have revival protocol, so I'm going to be relying a lot on attrition here, I feel like, with only 2 heals available, 2 of which are really inconvenient to kind of get use out of since I need to be literally right next to my allies to heal them. But we're going to have to make do with what we got. We still got 3 rocket launchers, we have the Viper suit. We gave our sharpshooter here tracer rounds to help increase our aim. What's your actual name there? Li Ming Hu, okay. So you got Ananya's sniper rifle there. We still didn't give it to Superior Magazine just yet, because quite frankly it's not really needed, so a hair trigger might be better for her. Especially when she doesn't have like any fancy abilities outside of a Deadeye to kind of like benefit off of. So that hair trigger might activate on her multiple times this mission, especially with the tracer rounds to compound at least that aim bonus penalty she might have for being a lower rank. And then otherwise, I think where it says we're going to be, here's hoping. The one plus side is we don't have a prime unit to deal with there, so Frost Bomb can strictly be used for crowd control rather than locking down a single prime unit. But we still have a Sectopod to deal with, which thankfully I have suppression to greatly hinder it. At the very least, force it to move so that way it can't get like a surge shot. That's the hope, that's the dream anyway, so we'll have to see what happens in that regard. But it's really nice to have Reinhardt back on the field. I've been focusing entirely on Stimpy for obvious reasons. We're getting close to the end of the campaign, and I want to get him his max promotion there so we can, at the very least, see what his final traits are going to be and take full advantage of them, especially with the ability points to give him both the final, champion rank abilities, as it's called. I believe that's what the final rank is called, champion. But we're going to try and get some more elerium. I honestly did not pay attention which one of these supply raids we're doing, if it's the all or nothing kind where we have to clear everything, or if we have to secure crates, because with me having a lower rank squad, it probably would benefit me more to have the ones with the crates, because at least then I can get like a partial victory, gather at least some elerium out of it. Where it might be pretty tricky even with a confidence in my squad to capture everything. Supply, let's see, secure supplies at transport station. So we have to neutralize everything. So that doesn't tell me much just yet, but already we're seeing improvement in the load time, so I'm happy with that. Okay, this is the all or nothing, and this is my first time actually recording a mission there. So I'm thankful to know that it's like the game frames is around 60 frames even at this detail, so that's a plus considering all the mod complications that are probably happening here. But let's get Peacekeeper going. He's kind of my scout. He's the one who won't get revealed. This might be a bit tricky with that all said. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to because I think my mouse sensitivity and scroll speed is also out of whack, so this is a whole new world for both of us, I feel. Understood. So Riku, I am so happy to bring you back here. Oh boy, I'm not happy for you to have a codex on your flank already, but we know there's 13 enemies and there is always the possibility of the hunter coming to play too. I want to say the hunter's not going to show up because the hunter didn't show up last mission, which is the exact same alien count. So I'm hopeful this won't be a problem. But that codex is a scare. The Archon will be a bit of a pain, but we have a lot of firepower to easily deal with that. I just gotta be really good about knowing where they're gonna go. Because if they go this way, I might be in trouble. I want Reinhardt. Yeah, it's really hard to know where Reinhardt can go for cover because of the indicators, so I have to use my other soldiers to help. Because if I were to go there, apparently that is not cover, so good thing I checked. I was half contemplating going there too. So Li Ming, I would love you to go up there. You have grappling hook potential. It will give you high ground advantage, but I just don't know where they're going to go just yet, so I think the best option is to keep you versatile, have you here where you possibly have a line of sight, and you can easily grapple up here to get aim bonus, and possibly if I position you properly, you won't activate another pod. That's the hope. Reinhardt, I want you without a doubt in the front line, and we're going to need a lot of damage on this codex or a flashbang, I think, without a doubt, to at least make our lives a lot more easier. Do I really put you up front? I'm kind of okay with it in all honesty. You have the armor to take the hits, because we already seen the codex's plasma shots are pretty much a joke at this point, even if they were to activate on you and shoot. Now Viper, you have a lot of abilities. I want you in the middle of everything ideally. It's going to be tricky to do. I would love if you had stasis though, I really would, but that's not the world we're living in right now. You need a little bit more training before we can do that. So Anne has foolproof. We're going to get you in a good spot to kind of use you mostly for shooting, and you also have the Skulljack for maybe a possible instant kill on Advent Soldier, if we're so lucky. Now, I could put you behind Reinhardt, that's always a good idea. Good to go. A little bit ballsy, but they're probably going to activate on Reinhardt rather than you, if they do come my way. And Tasia, yes, this is a Tasia from StarCraft 2, if you ever played that game or followed the scene some. I named him after that Tasia. Let's get you moving forward. Because I still have 2 aid protocols, sadly no salvo to take full advantage of the rocket launchers. I already missed Quicksilver and Anchor for that reason alone. It's a great way to open up if nothing else. Now, where do I put you? I guess I put you behind the tree. You do have a stock, but I think that would have been honestly better for Anne. But at the plus side, you also have the Rage Strike to kind of give yourself a free move action. So where do these 2 soldiers go? We have unlimited time, there are no crates to worry about, and I hear a sectopod. Without a doubt I hear a sectopod. That's no surprise. Now, if I'm gonna fire on the Codex, I have to hit it hard. Or just wait till I flashbang. Ooh, Deadeye with the tracer rounds and that's a really damn good chance to hit. What's the damage though? Not quite a kill even with a critical hit, so but damn is it an impressive shot, with that all said. Sevlana, or no, not Sevlana, Sunder. I think we open up on the Archon. It goes without saying. What's my best chance to hit though? Archon, you're gonna be a bit of a pain. Without a doubt. And I do have a Frost Bomb. You would be a worthy candidate for it there. But we have no idea where our Sectopod is. I think I use a Peacekeeper to at least scout around a bit more. I have unlimited time. There's our Wyvern. It's a 3-man pod for that matter, so... And I like to put Li Ming up here. The only thing I don't know... Let's see, you have vision of everything. Including the squad over there, which could be, well, squad sight, so maybe I'm not too worried. But just to be safe, a little bit further over here, and if you spot something, then I'll wait before dealing with them. Now, what does your aim look like? You don't see the Codex, which I'm kind of okay with. 75% chance on the Archon is always promised too. You have tracer rounds. You have good chance of critical hit. I think I open up with you, if I were to be honest. I feel like. At least that way I can flashbang the Codex and start dealing with it properly before it starts cloning using its Psy Bomb. So I'm confident you're safe. You're only seeing enemies that give squad sight. There, sadly it's not a 100% chance. Well, even then, we broke concealment, so it had no dodge chance anyway, I feel like. Now the real fun begins. Ooh, this could be tricky there for Peacekeeper if I don't kill that Codex this turn. It could be. I have smoke. I do have a flashbang, right? Maybe I didn't actually give myself a flashbang. Which could be problematic there. I could easily jump with the Icarus suit. I'm just gonna lose my concealment. But if I stay here, I'm more than likely gonna lose my concealment anyway. I could also Insanity. Is that even a possibility? Not very likely. Not worth trying. So, I don't have a Flash Bomb or Flashbang. I kind of neglected that, didn't I? Rage Strike would kind of not be very good here. It is a high health unit, mind you. It doesn't open up a flank. Yes, it actually does open up a flank. So, I can hit that Codex hard. We'll see what happens here, though. Good 7 damage, guaranteed hit. I burnt my Rage Strike really early, mind you, but I still think this is good given the situation. Do I really Frost Bomb now, though, with that said? Because that is going to clone, it's going to make my life miserable and might activate Peacekeeper, so I think it's worth it. I feel like it's worth it. And if I can kill that without using Peacekeeper, that'd be great. Because I still have Inspire, I still have other abilities to shoot this thing. And I can even leave that for a turn if I so wish too. So I could focus entirely on this thing. And possibly kill it, but we'll save Tasia for last because he kind of does have the flank shot. Well, a lot of my soldiers could potentially have the flank shot, right? Yeah, I can get a lot of flank shots here, so we'll focus on the overdrive. Try and kill this Archon, because this is probably as close as we're going to get. And we'll worry about the rocket launcher for the Viper squad. Although his aim is Reinhardt's aim is going to get worse and worse for each shot, so this may not be as effective as I want it to be. Especially with these dodges. Those dodges don't feel good, but it's still an 80. Good, good. One more time, please, there, Reinhardt. Show him that overwhelming firepower. Ugh, 67 is not very impressive, though. You still got the triple tap, though. I'm still proud of you. So 6 health left on you. We do not want Axe Throw. We do have Inspire. We can use on Thunder, but I think it'd be better to use on one of my flanking soldiers, right? Because we have 2 flank shots, and since I'm not quite revealed just yet, I am weary of going up here because I may preemptively activate the Vipers because, again, they have a better vision than me. So that's always a risk, but let's make sure we kill this thing first, shall we? As tempting as that shot is. Okay, that scared me for a moment. That really did scare me for a moment, thinking that may not have worked. So, we already know that thing's on ice, so I can go wherever I wish. Just about. Just about anywhere I wish, so long as I don't activate another pod, is the only caveat. Good 100% hits. Critical hit at that. I don't even think it's worth using a second shot or using Inspire. Unless I could just shoot it and hit it. That's the only reasoning I could think of. Because I want to save these abilities for a bigger fight. I just gotta remember I'm using a very valuable resource here in the Frost Bomb. Okay, they're moving away, that's fine. That allows Li Ming to kind of get a better position. And you have a stock, so you very easily just kill him there, Tasia. And now, we need to kill him before Peacekeeper moves, so... So just kill this Codex. Finish him off. I'd rather you just reload because of your triple tap you just did. But this works well, give Anne some cover at the same time, so let's do it. Finish him off, get some experience. Although, in all honesty, Reinhardt probably deserves the experience more since I'm more than likely going to use him. More often than not. But, I kind of want him to reload as well, since he just burns through half his ammo count. So Peacekeeper, you get to spotting, see what we can find, because we definitely hear that sectopod, it's around somewhere. And like I kind of predicted, no hunter to cause us trouble. Although, let's see, Wyvern, you're a fire breather, I believe, right? You spit fire instead of poison. Blast and napalm, so that sounds dangerous. You can bind, so... But I don't see you able to grab anything. I don't see the option for a tongue grab, at least. So I'm hoping you can't do that, because that'd be very problematic, as well as that Lancer. Although he is technically an assault and not like the regular Lancer, so he might just try and shotgun me. But we have a Purifier. It's still a lot of armor to get through, if nothing else. And I don't know where to put Viper just yet. Let's move our squad forward some. And be very careful, I could be getting spotted. Yeah, that is really damn close, but technically, she already sees him from where she's standing, so... I'm fine. Oh wait, was that a good idea? Oh boy. Does she have long watch? I did not pay attention. Was that long watch or not? She has Deadeye. Ooh, that was probably long watch, which in all honesty may be a good thing. Because it activates them on their turn, and so it avoids any tricky shenanigans they might have with taking action as soon as they activate. Kind of like how that boa did that ruined my life that first time we encountered it. If you were there for that episode, so this probably is a blessing in disguise, even though that probably was not intended. Let's not kid ourselves.
On Overwatch.
So Overwatch with everyone. Be very mindful we might activate a pod. I want to get as many shots as I can, especially with stocks, mind you. So if they move, then she might activate him, yeah? This is probably a blessing in disguise for me. Especially with a hit like that. She is without a doubt going to have to move to a better spot, though. It goes without saying. Ooh, and a good chunk of that Viper's health is gone. Give me more hits, please. Well, that was a good start. It destroyed the Viper's cover, so Wyvern should be an easy threat. Purifier is going to be a little bit trickier with that 3 armor. Oh.
We've got a hostile squad here.
Okay, that looks like a 2-man pod, but thankfully, let's see. Peacekeeper did not activate him because, for obvious reasons, we're using him for a scout. Now the big predicament. Do I dare leave Li Ming where she's at to get that kill on the Viper or not? Because really, one's a flamethrower for crying out loud, and the other one is a shotgun, both of which are cute. I really want to say with an 8 Pro color, going to have an incredibly difficult time hitting her. But what do our Deadeye shots look like? 85 is amazing on the Purifier. I am not attempting the Priest. There's amazing potential there, and this warrants a rocket launcher at the same time. Now begs the question, which rocket launcher do we use? Probably one of my specialists, because I'm without doubt going to need 8 Pro color, aren't I? just to be safe if I'm going to commit to this play. And Tasia's already in cover, so he should be fine. It's half cover, mind you, but still, he should still be perfectly fine. This will shred 2 points of armor. I'm hoping I can hit both of them. It's looking weird, but it's going to work. And destroy the cover to boot. Enjoy! Although, I don't know why you're up to Reinhardt's ass, but I guess it goes without saying since you're using him for cover. Now we have a lot of opportunity shots here. It's just a question of which is better. Because panicking one of these soldiers would be great, because the priests were not likely to panic. I also have Inspire, which would be incredible too. I don't know if it's as good as I make it sound though. But with amazing shots like this, especially on the Purifier, Thunder could pretty well just kill that thing. Get a little bit closer and you see the Purifier while protecting yourself from the right flank. Take that 98, shred the remaining armor and hit him hard. I'm liking this newer fidelity already. It's very subtle, mind you, but it looks a lot more crisper and nicer if nothing else. Still at 30 frames, so I apologize for that if you were really interested in the 60. But I approve of it nonetheless. Now, I want to just dead-eye the assault. It's really goddamn tempting, but with the dodge chance, it's probably not worth dead-eyeing. So we'll see how it plays out. She's my final shot either way, just in case. And how many are we looking at so far? 2 here, 3, so 5, and 7. So that's about half of them already. About half. So I could blue move with you to somewhere better, just in case. You need to make sure you see the Vipers still, that's the catch. If I'm going to do that. Well, I think you're safe either way, because the Purifier can't really reach you and you're not clumped up enough to justify an incendiary grenade. It's just the assault that might be an issue. Because we know he's dead without a doubt with Li Ming. Outside of a possible dodge, but 100% chance to alleviate that. Ah, you missed. That's a shame. That is a real damn shame, but we got solutions to that problem already. Now, Purifier, really? You only shoot the Purifier, that's a bit of a shame. Bit of a letdown. I think I'll let you take the kill either way. Do I have good follow-ups to deal with our assault friend? I see both of them there, so Anne can get a damn good shot. So Reinhardt, finish off the Purifier for us then, since you have to insist on fixating on that one poor target. The trees are a bit of an annoyance, aren't they? But I guess there's always a mod I can use for that. Now before we finish off the Viper, let's make sure we take all our other shots just in case. So this is going to be a damn good hit here. Give me a critical hit for good measure. Damn it!
Shot failed to connect.
Even with your advanced scope, that was not warranted, I suppose. And the assault's going to try and be problematic, but... And you're the last two, so we can deal with the Viper. No questions asked, he can't even dodge this shot. And A protocol will protect you from a shotgun.
That's how it's done.
Ooh, and hair trigger to boot. Perfect.
Ready to rock.
Maybe we can kill the R1, but it might mean activating the priest, so let's not be too carried away. Unless I get 2 hair triggers, but let's just go for a Deadeye. Peacekeeper can just overwatch, worst case. Damn good hit, holy crap. Those tracer rounds are amazing. Now the big question, I don't want to activate the priest preemptively, but you're going to be really tricky to hit at that range. So I'm really just tempted to put you somewhere where you actually will get revealed, as weird as it might sound, and hit with an overwatch shot. I don't know if this counts as it, mind you, considering I don't even think you see Li Ming. Oh, he's running away. Not a big scare, not a big threat. He's already crippled and weakened. And they're just all coming back this way anyway. Now, the big question. That's only half of them so far. I would like to keep value with my scouting potential, so... And there's no need for a rocket here either. And it's not a very dangerous squad because I have Solus for the mind control. Just the stasis might be problematic, but it's just an annoyance. The assault, we need a good hit on the assault, which I think Li Ming could do. I wonder if she shoots at the... Oh, she can't even see the assault. but she sure can hit them hard. With that all said, so I think she takes her shot anyway, maybe gets a hair trigger out of it. The only exception, what would be a better shot, mind you? I'm trying to think, well, who am I kidding? Since no one's concealed, they're all just gonna run to cover anyway, so let's just take our shot and soften them up as well as we can with this sniper round. Damn, those critical hits keep on hitting. I love it. So that trooper's already one shot away from death. We just need a good flank. And since they don't see any of my other soldiers, maybe I can get a good advantageous flank, but not quite. Peacekeeper might get spot. We have an Inspire. And I'm curious. Even then, let's see. I'm curious where a grapple hook would take Li Ming, honestly. Because if she goes here, could she get benefit from an Inspire and pistol shot on the trooper? I think the trooper's too far away, honestly, but that's what I was thinking. It would have been a potentially good flank shot. Because I sure as hell don't want to burn a second rocket on things that don't have armor. But I can still walk forward. Reinhardt's up for a task at hand. And we have Peacekeeper to kind of give us a little bit of assurance we're not going to activate anything else. And I want to kill the trooper even if it is like 2% chance less. Do have a better alternative with that said though. Because what's your aim like? 71, Reinhardt 76. Reinhardt's got like the best aim hit. Let's not kid ourselves. And even with the scope, I don't think it's actually applying for the scope very well here. 68 is not going to make it. Yeah, 58. Probably not worth it. But you should be safe from the trooper here. And I could skull mine. I would love to skull mine that priest. Although chances are it's going to sustain, isn't it? So let's hang on to that until we kill the trooper. Because it at least gives me cover. Now we just gotta be mindful of the assault. So I think it's obvious I need an A protocol, although that's not gonna work very well. Unless I've seen Skull Mine not take my entire turn, so I'm not sure. It says it ends turn here, so this could still be risky. I do have a smoke grenade to make up for it. Give me the hack. Good. Now, does this kill him is the only thing I'm not sure about. A lead on alien facility, don't care about that. So give us some intel and hopefully avoid injury. Jeez, that was a... Wow. That was like, that was a natural 100 right there. And loot to boot. So, he either didn't have sustain or we just bypassed the sustain entirely, which was amazing. That's like an amazing way to deal with priest if I can afford the risk.
That's affirmative.
Now, we know that thing has like 4 health left, so sadly a stock's not going to be very effective. He's going to be... Oh wait, actually, is my stock improved? It should be improved, but it still says 3 damage, mind you. Remember, we have a continent bonus for crying out loud that gives us extra upgrades our components even further. Unless there's like a cap on some of them. It maybe just makes certain advanced upgrades just superior, but I guess most of the superiors don't actually benefit. Hard to really say, but we do have 2 stocks available that'll easily alleviate our problems. And Sundu could just take a shot at him right away. It's not a good chance to hit, mind you. So I could just suppress him for good measure. Probably not warranted, probably not worth it, but hey. I'm feeling generous right now. Now, where is our Sectopon all them? Now, I don't think we killed him, because it was a low chance to hit, right? It doesn't want to tell me. But dang, that assault just likes to run, doesn't he?
Okay.
Not that I can really blame him, mind you. His squads are kind of getting murdered horribly there. I don't know what sentence I was just trying to say there. Oh my god, that is scary. Are we looking at a 5-man pod there, or was it just a bunch of clutter in the way? It is without a doubt a 3-man pod, but we found a sectopod there. So we killed 3 2-man squads. Well, 2-man squads, rather. And I'm not counting Assault just yet, because he is technically still alive. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so we have another 3-man pod around somewhere. So we got a big fight ahead of us. I could rocket launcher, I'd rather just have activate them with my long watch. And I could grapple hook up there. It actually would be good against the sectopod. I just really wish I had high ground cover. And I have no idea if there's a pod over on the left. That's the only thing that scares me. And is there... I could grapple up there. That might be a little bit too close. I'm hoping Li Ming's up for the task, though, of shooting way over to here. In fact, she should be fine regardless, so long as she doesn't activate another pod. That would be the caveat. Because Long Watch will work nicely here. It'll activate the pod for me if they move.
Come get some.
And then I think I can totally justify having, what is it, Peacekeeper activate, and at least break his concealment here to kind of help take that sectopod down. But I know what my ultimate plan is. That's the deal.
Okay, but don't touch
With suppress that
it. Me and
sectopod and try and minimize the amount of damage it could do. I have a free reload, so no scared air. I'm worried. Yeah, if I go here, I'm without doubt going to activate him, aren't I? It's suggesting I won't. I would love nothing more but to get that high ground vantage point. I'm terrified it might activate him, even though it's technically telling me I won't. Yeah, right there would spot them. It is not worth the chance. But I would love to take a blue move opportunity up there, with that said. If I can get up there with a blue move, that'd be great.
Understood. Moving out.
So,
Scanning.
no activation, that's perfect. That's all I could really ask for, in all honesty. Reinhardt, you have a lot of firepower. Your overdrive's coming up next turn, which is going to work great with your rocket launcher. It's just a question of where are they going to go. Because we have amazing Overwatch trap right now. So Li Ming with the Long Watch is going to be great for this. I am really damn clumped up though, but that also benefits me nicely with a smoke bomb. That heavy mech needs to die though,
Scanning.
if I'm going to commit to clumping up like this, or everyone's going to get wounded. They did not move, which is actually kind of fine for me. I am perfectly fine with that, so long as I have vision and I know when they move. That's the only catch.
Moving.
Now, we see all of them. Well, it's still a 3-man pod. For some reason I thought there was a 5th in there. So we'll slowly move up. Okay, that's going to spot them, so let's just wait till they actually move then.
I'm on it.
I'm going to let them make the first move to maximize this, because they should move eventually, right? You would think. Because I thought I heard it moving before. We'll take 1-2 more turns just to be thorough and efficient with this.
Come get some.
Scanning.
Because this is almost as good as I could possibly get. Now the question becomes, how can I make them move? Oh. Well, we found another 2-man pod. I had to miss, sadly. What was the chance to hit, though? Well, that is interesting. I'm kind of fine with that. The sectopod's not going to move, then I'll happily activate them. But I don't know what my chance to hit was, mind you. Which is a little annoying.
Overwatch.
It didn't look like a 3-man pod, so I'm wondering what's left then.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Which makes me really suspect this is actually a 5-man pod when you consider the assault, but... I have a battle scanner to kind of confirm. Yes, I was right. I was not seeing things. There is a 5th in there. Alright. So that is good to know. So this is the last of them. We just need to hit on one of these mechs or something to activate them. Good. 58%, so there was a reasonable chance of you to miss, I suppose. But that activates them into my Overwatch trap, I'm really hoping. Shred some armor, please. Not with the 61% chance. So it's going to take a lot of hits without doubt, but we need to start hitting first. Alright, so we have that pod activate. We are treading on a thin line, though. And I do have another rocket, so I want to hang on to that for Stimpy or Reinhardt, but we know his rockets have been really unreliable. Yeah, his rockets are completely unreliable. Only thing I could think of is if he were up here to fire a rocket, but we'll worry about that later. Thunder, I'm going to have you reload and then fire a rocket, I think, for good measure.
Right.
And maybe Inspire, but that mech needs to die because of this clump we have right now. So that shreds all the armor, it kills the cover. And I want to destroy that gate. Maybe I could follow it up with... Well, I don't know. Who am I kidding there? I'm not going to use Reinhardt's rocket anyway, but this will be good damage regardless. Softens up the mech nicely, but the mech is a priority. Without a doubt. We got a free reload. I'm not going to go up to the high ground just yet because of the risk. The risk is a little bit too great. And we got good hits on everything. Can I get another shred shot? With that said, though. Not with Reinhardt just yet. I think we saved the overdrive for that reason. It's just a question, what on earth can Reinhardt see? Because apparently he sees nothing up there. Apparently, oh, that's because of the stupid cover. He sees everything there, though, so... This might be a little bit risky. I see crosshairs on both of them. If you look carefully by the objective tab, it shows a crosshair that have vision of both of them, but the target preview says I only see one, so I'm confused here. Okay, I see both of them. I had no idea what they was trying to tell me there. But this mech needs to die. There goes the rest of his armor. Good hit there. And what is our chance to hit? No, not on the sectopod. As tempting as I like... As much as I love your enthusiasm, let's not do that. Mech needs to die, but at least you can get some amazing shots on the sectopod later. So, get us another shot on this thing. Damn good. Now, can we get one more? We have foolproof, almost as a guaranteed kill. It has 6 health, so most extreme case, I can have... Ooh boy. Am I really 1 hex away from seeing the mech?
Let's do this.
I don't think I like that idea. Or seeing the sectopod squad. So 61% chance it is a stalk, but I need to make sure Tasia also can see. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to have to move I'm going to have to move Anne. So that might be the only caveat there. But at least I get a guaranteed kill with 2 stalk shots. That's my reasoning for taking these 61s with them rather than the superior scope. We still have to deal with the assault. But, oh boy, that's annoying. That's still annoying.
Moving out.
So get to cover. Overwatch for good measure.
Affirmative. Moving out.
And you take her spot there. Finish off this mech. Guaranteed kill with these stalks. There. Misses never felt so good. I'd rather not miss, mind you, but it never felt so good. Now, I don't know what to do with Peacekeeper just yet, because he's going to activate that other pod. And I want to maximize power. He has Icarus jump. It probably won't help me very much. But we know where they're at. I just want to activate them on their turn rather than on mine, so that way I can maximize shots with the overwatches. Ideally. Ooh, another miss of 65, so that stinks. And if you're going to shoot anyone, it's Reinhardt. Okay. So you missed there. We have an insanity. Only 49, so you're not very impressive on the sanity front just yet. We have a rocket, but I want to save that for a sectopod, but really... My rockets, well, for some reason now they want to work. I tried using a rocket last turn. What the hell just happened? Oh, that is so... Considering the amount of armor we're looking at here, that is such an amazing shot, though. I think I have to wait until we deal with our sectopod... This assault first, though. Now, with that said, where are you, Li Ming? Can we get a good shot? No. 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 Okay, that's decent enough, I suppose. And you still got one final autoloader, I think. So start hitting him. Damn, a critical hit to boot. If only I could have had you in more missions like that. So, how much health is left on you? 9, so I can't cheese it by having 2 stalks finish you off. If only I had a stalk on someone else, I could have cheesed it with Inspire and triple stalk shots, but no. We're going to try and brute force this. In worst case, I suppress. Ooh, perfect. That made my life easy. Now that rocket is amazing potential, though. with that all said, we just have a heavy mech that can shoot a rocket at me, so that's kind of the priority. We can suppress the sectopod and greatly hinder its effectiveness, especially with a smoke grenade to help as well. It's going to be scary, mind you. Really damn scary. I still want to get up to the full cover, but I think we're going to have to wait until we activate them to minimize the risk. So reload, Overwatch, you have the smoke grenade too, so you're going to... we know what your turn is basically going to be. So, after all the turns we just had, I think it's safe to say the sectopod is not going to move. So, how are we going to best handle this pod to the best of our ability? I don't have doubts that I can kill the pod, since I've been eradicating everything else really well, and we still have a rocket to shred all that armor really quickly too. But I think I'm going to open up with said rocket launcher. We know Reinhardt can hit him where he's currently at. We don't... that's a free reload, we don't have to worry about that. I just would love to get everyone up here. It's not going to happen just yet though. Speaking of which, okay, I can get 2, maybe 3 of my specialists up there onto the high ground, so that will help a ton for killing the heavy mech. I can use a smoke grenade, and I need you in position for a protocol and some support fire, I guess. The big question... I'm just trying to figure out where to put you, because you're probably going to take Kristen's spot, because Kristen's going to commit to a smoke grenade first, which probably isn't going to help you or Reinhardt very well. And the reason I want you to move first this turn is because of aid protocol, because everyone else is going to be using one action to move forward. So I think this is the best use of my turn, here's hoping. And I'm hoping Sunder can get up there. It's really hard to say. You got 12 move, Tasia has 13 with the rage suit. Really hard to say, especially when Sunder has to go an extra hex. So I'm not quite sure just yet. This could not work as well as I'm thinking. But we have Inspire, we have Smoke Grenade. We're going to wait till next turn when everyone has their full actions available. This could go badly still. The sectopod's still no joke with its ability to fire 3 shots at once. But we have a solution for that in Overdrive. Now, we've seen this can work. And we know there's a 5th soldier in there that's technically heavy, and I like to kill the Lancer at the same time. Alright, or kill the Assault rather than the Lancer, but either way, it's still the same thing. We got a critical hit somehow, which I'm liking. I didn't think you could get critical hits, because I thought that was just a Grenadier thing, mind you. But they're so clumped up, the sectopod's not happy. I'm sure you can imagine why. So let's get our high ground shots, get our full cover. And the heavy mech is the priority. And we also got Peacekeeper in an amazing spot, but also an amazing potential to get flanked, so let's be careful. He also has Icarus jump to kind of alleviate that. So, do we see the mech? Yes, we do. Again, it's the priority, because since we're relying on so many soldiers on the high ground. Ooh, and sadly, you can still get the full cover. You just risk... you're vulnerable for flank, and I don't even think you can hit the mech. So let's be very cautious of this play. And you kind of need to suppress him too, don't you? I think it goes without saying, so I think I'm thankful you can't see the mech. And we have a sniper. That was a sharpshooter. No, it's a guardian. So he has a sniper rifle, but he can give shields. So Sectopod, you stay where the hell you are. Now, Reinhardt, since you have Shrine potential, I think you take a shot on this mech first. Good. And maybe I take your final shot on the Sectopod. Because we got amazing shots here. 84. I'd love to take that shot, but again, we have Peacekeeper to help alleviate that a little bit. So we have a smoke screen. We're going to put a protocol on Reinhardt. We have suppression up. And smoke screen ideally is going to be on, if possible, on all of them. If I can get so damn lucky with that. Because the only thing with AoE is the sectopod once this mech dies, and that gives me, yeah, and that's gonna give me a turn to do whatever I want as far as moving. So sadly, I'm not gonna get the smoke screen I want. And can I really not get the smoke up there? Are you dicking with me, game? Oh well, it probably doesn't matter all that much. Yeah, apparently smoke only hits those 4 hexes around the ladder, which is not very appealing, but well, it is what it is, unfortunately. It protects those on the low ground, I suppose, because, again, the sectopod's going to use its high stance. The dream, of course, was to somehow protect all of them. Somehow. And I really want to shred your armor there, sectopod. So let's focus on shooting our mech first as much as possible. Come on, give me that hit, Ann. Good, good. It is immune to fire, but I do have an axe throw to also contribute to this. And we know this is the last of the pods, too. I just gotta, again, be very careful of a dangerous flank right here. So where the hell do I put you? Because that container's kind of intrusive in my way. I guess you're as safe as you're gonna be, in all honesty. As weird as it sounds. The sectopod, the big scare is the sectopod might flank you. Because you're actually not protected right now, which is why I want to move you. And I still have a shot with Tasia. So yeah, I think it's more warranted to have an Icarus jump somewhere else. But I can throw the axe first for the guaranteed hit, since there's a close proximity. This might be more warranted. Because I doubt a shotgun's gonna kill it, right? Well, actually, let's have a look at Tasia's shot, because he can hit the mech, right? No, he actually can't. So that kind of answers what I want to do there. Is it possible to kill the heavy trooper then? What can Stimpy shoot at? Or Reinhardt? I keep calling him Stimpy, can you blame me? Here's another thought. I hate burning Reinhardt's shot on the mech that already has his armor shred, but I feel like this armor is a big problem. We need to deal with it. Especially with shields on top of that, which is what's going to happen next turn. So, what's the hit chance? Not really the best chance to kill, mind you, so I think you take what shots you can. Can a Deadeye kill it? Can a Deadeye kill it? Not quite. There is a small chance, probably not worth it, honestly. Actually, it's good enough that the Axor will kill it, and then I can use a Peacekeeper to kill the heavy, maybe. Let's try it. Wow.
That's right.
That is all I have to say about that. Wow. God damn, girl. No wonder I nicknamed you Waifu. You're a badass. Now, I want to deal with the heavy because he could be problematic. I'm going to be in full cover. I need to make sure I'm a little bit of away from the sectopod, but this is a flank shot, right? Please tell me you see the heavy. Although if you could just shoot the sectopod, that's still good for me. I would prefer shooting the heavy, though.
They're onto me.
Tell me you can hit the heavy. Yes, you can. So let's finish him off. The fire will actually be useful in this regard. Okay, I take that back. It's totally useless. It was not doing anyone any favors, so I got rid of it for good measure. Let's try another shot. There, that easily made up for it. I was thinking I need the axe to get the kill, but apparently I was proven wrong. Now, I think the option is a Protocol Peacekeeper just for good measure, because they're on the high ground, so they should not give him an aim bonus. So, now to see what the sectopod does. High stance, we saw that coming. Lightning field, please do. Come on, I want you to lightning field your own ally. Oh, thank you, suppression. Better. You are not much a better AI. I'm not gonna lie. Your AI kind of sucks. Ooh, And that raf can was horrible placement too. So, Guardian's gonna shield. That's only, what, 5 health, so with the armor gone, that's gonna be easy to deal with. Now, Sunder, unless I'm confident I can kill this thing, I don't think I could kill with like 78 health. I don't know if the health bar actually includes the 5 health it's currently gaining, mind you, so... Either way, let's get more in their face there. Reinhardt's going to be in a bit of a predicament, but let's try and kill this thing. First off, kill its armor. Because I still have an Inspire. Inspire is going to be so damn important, and without a doubt, do you still get your height advantage? Yes, you do. Totally 100% chance to hit. Can I kill this thing? Because hair trigger did not activate, sadly. And you still have a height advantage, so clearly your high stance only works for when you're shooting at targets, not protecting you from high cover. But we have suppression. I need to hang on to that for last, especially now the armor's gone. I have no reason to shoot with her early, because we know this thing doesn't like to move. And Wraith, without a doubt, or Peacekeepers, is going to need to get into a better vantage point. So without a doubt, it's going to live. I don't think there's much I can do about that, but we're hitting it so damn hard. And I have an Inspire to help in that regard, just not to cover for it. Unless I put her in half cover, which I want to avoid her getting shot at. But what's her sanity like? I think she's safe where she is. I just need that Inspire to help out. I just don't know how big of a radius that thing actually shoots, that Wraith cannon. So I'm hoping Peacekeeper's safe from this, and he can do a ridiculous amount of damage here. It's sure, don't tell me what the damage was, you jerk. It was a critical hit, though. So, big question. I can Inspire, it doesn't help me there, but we are going to kill this thing. I'm completely wrong in that regard, even with Anne. Just kill this thing now, then, and we just have a Guardian to deal with. Or hell, I don't want to give you the killing blow, especially when it's only 73 for some reason, too, damn.
You have the power.
Sectopods are supposed to be really easy to hit, for crying out loud. Oh well. You're the only target I can Inspire. I could have moved forward, to be fair, but it's still 100% chance to hit. Show her how it's done there, Anne. God damn it. I thought I was safe from that. Not only did it destroy the cover, it also hit him. So that was a... I knew it exploded, mind you. I just didn't think it was that big of an explosion. Because I thought it was like maybe more than 2 hexes away. So that was unfortunate. That really blows. It denied us a perfect run, but hey, at least Peacekeeper's still alive, and he's going to have plenty of time to recover after this. Now, let's have him get vengeance for that, shall we? Because he's just going to murder his ass right now with a Icarus jump. I don't need to do anything else. Just get fancy. Hell, maybe I'll have you slash with him. Because that's what you do best, right? Hell, you know what would have been even more stylish? Icarus jump over here so that way he can't see me. And because of Shadow Strike, where is it? Shadow Strike, I would get an additional chance to aim and critically hit. There's insult to injury. And it doesn't look like he can dodge anyway, so that was the thought process with that, to minimize the chance of this not working. It may still not work, but it looks like a success to me. Alright, perfect success. Well, almost a perfect success, just that one little oversight with the Sectopod explosion, because I thought I was safe. I really thought I was, but it turned out not to be the case. So I'll keep that in mind, that blast is actually bigger than just 1-2 hexes there. But still, we did really damn well with the Sergeant Squad, so everyone's really overpowered right now. And even my Psi Operative wasn't really carrying for us. It was more Li Ming and Reinhardt that was doing all the work, I think. So I cannot object to how that went. Please, promotion? Ooh my. Reinhardt already got another promotion. And without a doubt, we're going to give you medical protocol, I guess, for the future. Just future-proofing our sergeant-only runs. Now, we got you in our promotion, Rainmaker and Strike. Both these are amazing. We need to get you more ability points first. And even with all those wounds, you're only gonna take 1 day to recover, so that's kind of funny. And we have bonds available too. Ooh, Tasia and Sunder. Yes, I might as well, because why not, all honesty. And I have another bond, Viper and Peacekeeper. Damn, you're close to a bond. I just need more opportunities to use you now, is what it really comes down to. So 60 more elerium, 2 mobility, 4 extra health. Advanced repeater, this is amazing stuff. We are doing really well. Ooh, we got another promotion. Who was my 7th? I'm trying to remember. Who was my 7th? Oh, Tasia, you got a promotion. Perfect. Congratulations. 2 medical protocols it is. Although, I like to go more combat hacker route with you. Especially with Implacable, you got a lot of traits to kind of benefit off that. Now, let's move on to the final phase, shall we? I got a lot in mind. Especially after all that elerium we just got. So I don't need to grab the supply crate. A sort of loot would be great. But I think what I want to do, make contact with a region and gain the tactical analysis bonus. And then we can finally see what Africa, or not Africa, but Australia has to give us for a continent bonus. Because I'm not actually allowed to see what's over there just yet. And I'm also going to make efforts to hunt down the Warlock, get rid of him. Sabotage, unsuccessful, I'm fine with that. Now, let's see. Sadly, Lewis was wounded, but we get superior focus. I'm fine with that. I would like a lot of other things, but I think we're good. And it's only 8 days to hunt the Warlock because I got that black market trait, so this is going to go quickly. I would love to get a lot of other things, like armor research. I don't need you anymore, because we're just about done with that. 4 soldier aim, and we need a major. And apparently my Psy-Operatives count towards that too, so... Who could benefit from aim? That's also a bond mate, ideally. Ooh, I think I know. Is it possible, though? Who were you bonded with, Wildling? It's like Lockdown, was it? Where are you? Nema. Oh, you're bonded with Nema. That's perfect, then. Where is Nema, though? There you are. It's going to take a few days, but you benefit from the aim. You'll be really damn effective, and we only suffer a wounded result because of Guardian Angel I have in effect. And once I start getting rid of these Warlocks, my covert actions are going to be a lot more successful anyway. Because it's the Chosen that's making the risk of ambush that much greater after all. So I can probably sort it out for something else. I just need the resistance order first. Now, give us the power armor, give us the supply drop, give us all this good stuff. And we don't care about the Avatar project because you're next on the list. Perfect. So I'm probably going to upgrade this armor at the end after the episode though, so that way I can spend all that time to kind of like recustomize soldiers back to what they originally were. And enhance Stimpy's new look there. But we got a lot of upgrade potentials, including better gauntlets for Minx, so... New Proving Ground projects, that can be built instantly, keep in mind. Modular pups, yeah, we already did that. Inspired on the data encryption. That is really damn tempting. Everything else takes 10 days. What would be the alternative? Just the assassin weapon, and of course gain my extra upgrades, so... Let's get this data cache out of the way then. I wish it told me how many data caches I have, because I need to start stockpiling that for the final story mission, I think. So... How many data caches do we have? I'm trying to find it here. Alien data cache, do I have any? I think that was the last one because I'm not seeing it in the inventory here. Do we? And I don't think we have an Advent data cache, do we? It's a bit of a mess, mind you, so really hard to tell, but I'm going to assume no. And since it's inspired, why not take it? Why not take advantage of it? It might trigger another breakthrough for me since I have that resistance order too. So bonds done, negative traits done. So let's keep that going. I wish it had paused me there, because I had to be paying attention, otherwise, let's see, Eamon and Evan, I think you have Fear Chosen and Amon's Fear of Poison. So, since Rafe is already a colonel, I think I'm okay with having you off active duty temporarily. I want you to get your promotion as soon as possible too. And more bonds. Ananya and, what is it, Saif. Let's get you trained up there. We have 6 days. You're probably not going to be available for the next mission, sadly, but let's power you up some more, shall we? Things are about to get ridiculous here. Ooh, and a retaliation. So this could be a little bit vicious here, because I feel like the hunter will show up for this. I just have no idea if I should expect resistance soldiers to help fight with me or not. And no mention of a prime unit, so that could mean anything. But we got a massive power swing with the power armor, enhanced weapon damage for minks, so we are looking good. Now the big question.
Hello, Commander.
Big question, what can I build? Because I never did check what kind of elerium count it is. So 20 elerium crystals, 300 supply, yes. 75 elerium, holy crap. Thank God I got the double supply raid. And we have a black market still available to get even more elerium. So yeah, that's done. So congratulations, squad. And of course upgrade the armor here. It goes without saying that just burnt almost all of our elerium. Let's see, fusion blade. Yeah, the blade, the gauntlets is the last thing to upgrade. And I need 240 supplies, so I could sell some stuff easily for that. That's assuming I even want minks for the next mission. It will remain to be seen, but thank you for watching, everyone. Things are about to go crazy now. Advent is screwed.